and good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a great day. We are back, of course. We are live. Obviously, we're streaming. Big shout out to all the new viewers. I do see a lot of viewers who are watching, so I hope you guys are doing very, very well. So we are back. We're live. It is Monday morning, obviously. So we are going to be starting with a viewer arena today. Now, since I see so many new viewers, to illustrate how you can play in this event that we're holding, I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to put this right here. And you need to we'll put the link in chat so you can find this. There we go. And you'll see right here, of course, with the Hikaru Nakamura fan club. So what you need to do is you need to click on that link, and then you click join. I'm already a member, so I of course can't rejoin, but you join the fan club, then you go back to chess.com play, and you will be able to play in this viewer arena that we are running. So if you are a new viewer, you need to join the fan club in order to do that. You meet Tuesday morning. No, you guys, it is Monday morning in the big wide world. So it's Monday morning here in the United States. Obviously, it's Monday afternoon if you're in Europe. If you're in Asia or Oceania, it's close to Tuesday morning, but only there is it close to Tuesday. At any rate, you guys who are back, we're going to be doing viewer arena. So we will be playing against all the fans today. I hope you guys are doing great. Obviously, I did not stream yesterday, but it was a big day. Big congratulations go out to Anish Giri, who did win the Tata Steel Masters for the first time. Very deserving winner in some ways. Of course, on the other hand, maybe he shouldn't have won the event, but he should have won in a previous year, so it's all relative. Anyway, look, my main man is streaming on a Monday. Love it, sir. Yes, but today we're not having a case of the Mondays. We're not having a case of the Mondays. I feel pretty good today, so we are just chilling, and that's how it goes. Thank you so much to Amphital for the 17 months. Thank you to Booglek for the 12, Crasfer for the 16, Armu for the 8. Thank you to Kino Whack for the 36 months. Thank you so much to Blow NT for the 23. Thank you so much to Ener IRL for the gifted sub. Thank you so much to Cheap Little Tree with the Prime, Kim Funny with the Prime, Snash with the Prime, Sabinho with the tier 1, Shockmot with the tier 1, Seller Guy with the Prime, and Marco with the Prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. So that's what's going on. He won the event, so he deserved to win. Yeah, I mean, chess is very funny in that way. Now we're starting about 9 minutes because I booted a little bit early. But can I do what again? Can I show you guys the link? No, I mean, I'll put the link in chat again so you can join the fan club. I'll just put it back here. There's the link once again, so you can click that link, join the fan club, come back to chess.com/play and join the arena and have the opportunity to play against me or otherwise. Hikaru, what kind of relationship do you have with Magnus? I would say we have a very respectful relationship. Obviously, as our paths have diverged in the last couple of years, I think we're certainly on better terms now than we were in the past, but that doesn't mean that like we're like best friends or anything of that nature. Thank you to Drembian for the Prime. Thank you to Donk Goop for the Prime, Short Time with the 7. Thank you to Great 27 for the 5 months. Appreciate it. Yeah, they're BFFs, right? But yeah, of course, obviously I have a lot of respect for Magnus. As I said, in the last couple of years, our paths have diverged, certainly. I think a lot of stuff from the past is definitely thought out. So anyway, you guys, we'll be starting in 8 minutes. So to all the new viewers, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're having a great time with this new chess boom that is going on, and just enjoying the chess. Any thoughts on Tata Steel finishers? I did my recap yesterday. I spoke in general about how I felt. So yeah, so as I was saying, I felt like there are a couple wild cards. So first big wild card from Tata Steel is Ding Liren, who played there. As far as Ding Liren goes, I don't know whether it was a good result or a bad result. It could be start the game. Yes, you guys, we're starting in 8 minutes because normally I do a 15-minute intro. I did a 10-minute intro today because I saw so many people were so active in the chat, and I want to give you guys a chance to join the arena. If I did it a little bit later with like 5 minutes left, maybe you guys won't be able to. So I started a little bit early. I apologize if that's some issue. So what was I going to say? Thank you so much to Anish Theory for the 4 months. Thank you to Diego High for the 41 months as well. Appreciate audio louder. No, I think my audio is pretty good, right? No, my mod says sound is perfect, so we are good. We are good. Thank you so much, you guys. So okay. Anyway, thanks so much to E2LT2 for the 18. Thank you to Wolf Ben for the 26 months. Appreciate it. Also, you guys, this is going to be a very big week. Starting on Friday, we will have, of course, the Chess Champions Tour. So I'm gonna show you guys this. Of course, it looks wrong here, so let me change the scene. I think this is better. Or no, this isn't better. But let me move this over. Yeah, so you guys can see my schedule for this week as well. I did post it on Twitter, more or less. I think I put 10:30, but you guys can see my schedule here, which of course is that we have the Chess Champions Tour starting on Friday. I do hope to play in that. There are some things going on, so I'm not 100% sure if that will happen or not, but the Chess Champions Tour starts on Friday. I think the prize is something like 200,000, whatever it is. There's a lot of money at stake in the Champions Chess Tour, so we have that going on. Anyway, you guys, as I said, we'll be starting pretty soon, of course, with our viewer arena. Thank you so much to Jonathan for the prime and Rooks for the prime as well. Appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of money at stake. It's 150k. Yeah, pretty good. What about Genshin Impact? No, Genshin is on the schedule for this week, but we will see. Hikaru, will you come to Germany? Are there any tournaments in Germany? I don't know when I'll play in Germany. I'm obviously sure first, but even beyond that, as I think I said before, I've gotten sick on a lot of trips that I've taken in recent memory ever since the pandemic. So for me, I don't know if I'll be traveling as much, honestly, because I got sick after Kazakhstan. I was sick for 3 weeks. I was sick when I went to Poland. I mean, I guess in Spain I didn't really get sick during the candidates, but in general, I mean, I do keep that in mind quite a bit now when I consider traveling. Thanks so much to Z-Knight for the prime. Appreciate it. So we'll be starting in about 6 minutes, you guys. Hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. No Road 96 note. Have you ever been in Hungary for a competition? So you guys, on YouTube I started a new series, my memorable games, my most memorable games. I have not started publishing videos yet, but I recorded a video last night. There will definitely be games from tournaments that I played in Hungary way back in the day, back in 1999 and 2000. I did play there. Last time I played in Hungary, I think was around 2001 or 2002. So we have, what is the club name? GM Yakim. I will put it in chat. There is there's the link to join the fan club so that you can play in this viewer arena. So we have, what do you think about the BigChess.com growth? It's amazing. Thank you so much to that Chittown dude for the 11 months. I think it's pretty incredible. So thank you so much to Mount Prime for the 9 months. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I think it's incredible what's going on with chess right now. I would say that to me it's a little surprising the way that the boom there seem to continually be booms every, I would say, 3 to 6 months. It's pretty wild, but nonetheless it speaks sort of to the long-term longevity of the game, the fact that it's been around for so many years, and there is a reason for that, unlike say other games which can fade out, games like Among Us and things of that nature. So at the end of the day, it's a little surprising to see it continuously happening, but nonetheless it's not super surprising, just because chess has been around so long and there has to be a good reason for that. Turn on the pineapple, sure. There you guys go. So yeah, all right, why is your chess.com flag Swedish? Because I am, of course, I'm not precisely 12.5% Swedish, but I am Swedish. My mother's father was 100% Swedish, so I do have Swedish blood in me. So I am probably distantly related to Magnus Carlsen. Anyway, as I was saying, we are starting pretty soon. Tenemos 10k in 19 minutes. Thank you so much to Sizzling Squiggle. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've thought about trying to do some stuff in Spanish, but it's such a grind. It's hard. I'm so busy doing some YouTube videos now. I'm doing, of course, Twitch streams in English. I mean, I could try to do some stuff in Spanish or potentially Italian, but it adds onto my plate. And of course, I do intend to play in these Champion Chess Tour events, which of course are very serious, so I do want to perform well there. So it's a matter of time and how much time I have in a day. But yeah, hi Ikaru, smile. There's your smile for the day. It's a good smile, good way to start the week. Magnus ain't Swedish. Well, you know, everybody, Swedes and Norwegians, well, let's not go there right now. 271 players, I'm the lowest. Elo is going to be good. That's how it goes. Hey Ikaru, how's it going? It's going great, though BEQ. Thank you so much. Do you have to play the whole 130? No. So if you want to play the arena, you can just play it for like 20 minutes, go back to work, go back to doing something else if you have to. You don't have to play the whole 90 minutes. There are no prizes on the line or anything of that nature. So yeah, Anna Kremlin tried to do something in Spanish as well. I think an extra YouTube channel failed because of time troubles. Yeah, it's difficult. I think Levy has tried that too. I mean, everybody's trying to do multiple languages because of course Mr. Beast has done it, but you know, I know when I was looking into it, the pricing for translations and dubbing, it's pretty expensive. So yeah, can I collaborate with Nike? I want a tracksuit with your name on it. Well, I can talk to my agents and see if Nike has any interest, but you know, who knows. Thank you so much to Though BEQ for the Prime. Thank you so much to Though BEQ. Appreciate it. Once again, you guys, also, if you are a first-time viewer and you do have Amazon Prime, because you are paying the $100 for the Prime Video, the Prime deals, the Prime specials, and the shipping, of course, as well. Amazingly, Amazon owns Twitch. They bought it for $900 million, I believe, in 2014. It's currently worth about $3 billion. So you can connect your Amazon Prime to Twitch Prime and subscribe free to one channel every single month. So you take $5 out of that Amazon Prime subscription and put it towards your favorite streamer. It does not cost you any more money. All it does is take money away from Amazon. And even though the market is crashing today, it looks like, very unsurprisingly, and Amazon is down, nonetheless, Jeff Bezos still has way too much money, and you should take money away from Amazon and Jeff Bezos and put it in the money of normal plebeians like myself. Thank you so much to Blood Almighty for the Prime. Thank you so much to Ojo for the 18 months. Appreciate it. Thank you so much to Ojo. Too loud? No, I think my sound is good. My mod said the sound was good. I can check, but the mod said the sound was good, but I could be wrong. Anyway, starting 127, sorry for the slow start, obviously, but we are going to get rolling. Thank you so much to Patokak with the Prime, Atomic Beast with the Prime, Infamous Car with the Prime. Also, of course, you guys, your Prime does not auto renew because, of course, Amazon doesn't want you doesn't want it just auto renewing. They want you to do it once, forget about it, and then they just keep their money. So it is worth noting. Donation was loud. Okay, sorry about that. Apologies. Thank you so much to About Max for them. Obviously, I'm on a new computer as well, so settings are a little bit off. Like, I want to do the Disrespect speedrun, but when I copied my settings from OBS from the old computer to the new one, magically the Disrespect speedrun scene, everything was gone, so I'm not going to be able to do that today, unfortunately, but it is what it is. New computer, who dis? Yeah, so it's a new computer. It's a 4090, obviously, because for, you know, a very intensive game like chess, you got to have the best in line graphics card to play high-end chess. Thanks so much to Hindi Fume for the Prime. Marcos is broke for the Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's the 4090 RTX. 4090 for chess. Yeah, of course. I mean, chess is very intensive. You know it. What's the next speedrun? We have a speedrun lined up, which will begin fairly soon. I'm going to try to get to 3,000 Disrespect speedrun either tomorrow or Wednesday and just finish it off, but we'll see. So, all right. When are you playing a Champions Chess Tour? That should be Friday. There will be coverage on our channel. That's a serious event, so I can't stream it. But we will have coverage on the channel. We will have commentary. I'm not sure who our commentators will be yet, but it will be on our channel. Okay, so let's go E4 here and let's get it rolling. Can I say hi to you? How's it going? Who is Yasu? Let's play a Gambit here. Let's play a Smith-Morra Gambit. Stream doesn't have delay. Why would the stream have delay? This is chess, you guys, and we're streaming. I mean, this isn't poker or something. Why would you stream chess with a delay? Chess is already too slow as it is, so why would you stream with a delay? Now I can also move the queen back. I'm gonna move the queen back and then play G3, fianchetto the bishop, and castle the king out of the center of the board. Let's go G3. I'm gonna go bishop G2, or maybe I'll go knight A3 or have knight B5 to hit the queen, or knight C4 as well. He plays A6, logical. I'm gonna go knight C4, try to go knight D6. Probably is gonna go knight G6 is my guess. Now I can play H4. B5, H5, takes, and there's a pin. I think it's good for me, but I'm not 100% sure. What was or will be the highest rated tournament you played in? I don't know what the highest rated tournament I ever played in was. Probably it's the candidates, but I don't know. So at any rate, it is what it is. Am I going to record content for chess.com lessons? No, probably the content I do will be going on YouTube most likely. So that's what I would say. Hikaru is 100% lost Elo due to stream time, so there's a reason why you might want to stream delay. I mean, well, not in the competitive events. I actually don't say as much during the competitive events, so it's all good. Play bishop G2. I'm going to castle my king here. He does have B5 maybe, which could be a problem because of this pawn on E5. It's a little bit loose. Like castle and play knight A3, I think I can still do that. So he's gonna go B5, takes knight. Oh, knight A3 just takes. Whoops. Okay, let's take. I'm gonna sack a pawn here, play rook D1, and I'm arguing that my opponent's king side and queen side, he's pushed some pawns. His bishop's not great on C8. I think I should be a little bit better here, but it's not trivial. Music always on point like the Pixels. Thank you so much, appreciate it. I think there's a WGT golfer. Why are you not in the game? Well, when you go to there should be a button at the bottom when you see this list of players. Right below that you should see a join or play game, or I forget what it's called, but there should be a green button right below. Play knight g5 here. Idea put pressure on the pawn on h5 here. He can't castle the king, so even the black is temporarily up a pawn. His pieces are not super well placed. There isn't. Is chess.com glitching? If you join the arena, you should see a button to join. Is chess.com glitching? If you join the arena, if you join the arena, it's not showing. There could be a problem. Let's go here. I want to go bishop f4, knight f4. Yeah, you have to be a member to join the event. But I could be wrong. Why am I Swedish? Because my mother's father is Swedish. That's why. Everybody knows that. Let's play queen d2. Queen c4 is a good move, by the way, because now I can castle, but I still have queen g5 to hit the pawn on h5 potentially. I'm a member, but I can't join. You got to go to chess.com/play and you can join. Join the club and then you join the arena, and the rest is fun. Play queen g5 here, attack the pawn on h5. I guess I will go here, trade some knights. He's got a weak pawn here. I've got an open file for my rook on a1. I have bishop e3. Both my bishops are very well placed here, so I should be better even though I'm temporarily down a pawn. It's my brother's birthday today. Congratulations. Hope your brother is having a fantastic birthday. Goes knight e5, logical move. I'm gonna go b3 here. I just want to stop knight c4. I have bishop a3 as well to go this way after the knight on e7. I think I'll play here to hit the rook. I'll bring the bishop in, attack the knight and the rook. Guess he goes rook b6, but this is so close to being good for me, but somehow it's not quite working. I think I'm gonna play h5 here. I don't know if it even does anything. It goes knight f3, so I take. He takes. Now I think I can go here to attack the rook. Goes back. I'll go back. I'm gonna play knight d3 and maybe knight c5 here. Go here again. My knight's pretty good, my bishop's pretty good. I think I go here to trap the rook. There are no squares, and now I should probably win this game because he has to go back. I take the rook. I could take the pawn. He has e3. I take and bishop f4. That looks pretty clean. Just takes and bishop f4. So thank you so much for Retro Kolik for the 100 bits. Let's go here, attack the rook. The bishop is under attack on b7 as well. I think there was a sloth mark for the 3 minutes. What's the name of the tournament? Thank you so much for Retro Kolik for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much for Retro Kolik. Let's trade. Now I'm better. Actually, I just win because I have rook a7. He loses either the bishop or the knight. When am I playing in Norway chess? That is at the end of May, you guys. End of May, so it's quite a ways away. It's not anytime soon. Let's play d4. Now I'm playing at 1400, so I'm going to try to play something a little bit more thematic, something that's more like a lesson building experience. So I'm going to go bishop g5 here. Play. I can play queen a4. I'm going to play it because I attack the bishop and the king. Let's see if he spots the right move here. Good, he does. The knight blocks the check, guards the bishop. Let's play e3. Did I see an Anya tweet about Queen's Gambit season 2? I didn't, but everything I had heard about Queen's Gambit was that there will not be a season 2. Everything that I heard was that there won't be a Queen's Gambit season 2. Now maybe I'm just crazy, but that's what I had heard. Let's take the bishop. He takes. Now pretty standard setup. I have a slightly better center here. At some point I want to go c4, so I want to activate the bishop, move the knight, and castle the king out of the center of the board. It was a limited series. Now if I take, there's no knight takes d4 because I can just capture. So that's kind of a mistake. I think he thought he had knight takes d4, but I guard both the pawn and the queen. What is tours about? Thanks for posting your calendar on Instagram. Oh, okay, yeah. Now I'm gonna go bishop b5 because if you do the counting, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have an extra pawn, so I'm willing to trade pieces here. Probably he takes with the bishop. Now of course I can just trade, but I'll go knight f3 first. Can't takes the pin, and then I'll take and castle, and we play the middle game up a pawn. Let's trade the bishops. I will castle. We have again 6 pawns versus 5. I have a very good center. My pawns are connected here. They're very, very safe. Nepo is the favorite versus Ding. I don't know who the favorite is. Jorn proved me wrong. in that I thought Notre Dame was going to win. As I said in my recap, I'm very upset with Jordan because, you know, I received the 30-page script before the tournament began about what was supposed to happen, and in the script it was very clearly defined that Jordan was going to win the last 2 games, and we're going to have a 3-way tiebreaker between Notre Dame, Anish, and Magnus. And then Jordan, apparently, I don't know if he forgot the script or what happened, but he messed it all up for no good reason. So I'm very upset with Jordan for that. Let's go rook fc1 here. I can just take with the rook. Thank you so much to John the Pro for the 8 months. Appreciate it. The rook takes c5. Yeah. Tata still script. Yeah, you guys, I mean, you didn't know that chess is like WWE. I mean, there's a 30-page script before every tournament. Let's play queen takes c8 here. I'm up a knight here. I'm just going to push a pawn to stop a back rank checkmate, and it's all winning. True. Let's go queen f5 check. I stopped queen b1. I also checked the king at the same time. Yeah. Okay. Scripted like the NFL. I gotta say, like, I'm gonna say, like, I sometimes watching sports these days is just like really not fun for me, because when you watch sports, I swear, like the penalties that they called against the Bengals, I mean, were just ridiculous, really ridiculous. So anyway, yeah, I don't watch WWE anymore, but when I was younger, I remember it was always on. It was like Thursday night 8 to 10 p.m. it was on the UPN network in New York, and I was always watching it. Like, I turned it on around 9:45 whenever it was The Rock and Triple H and like the final match. So I did watch WWE a bit when I was younger. So I did. Yep. Yeah, I watched it. It was always like at 9:40, 9:45 when they had the big match, which it almost always featured either The Rock or Triple H. It's my move. Okay, let's bring the king forward. I have a knight and a pawn. Now he can't go after this pawn because I cover all these critical squares. So I just keep bringing the king forward. Eventually I check and make a queen. Have I ever been to Brazil? I have. Let's go here. I guess I'll check here, and then I'm just going to push the pawn through because everything is guarded. King guards the pawn, knight guards the square, make a queen, and the rest should be very basic. Let's go check. I think I'm gonna go check. There should just be a pretty standard check. Let's go check. Okay, resigns. Next game coming up in a second. I want to join. You need to be a member of the fan club. I'll put the link again. There you go. There's the link. So yeah. All right, let's play a Caro-Kann. Have I been to Africa? Yes, you guys. I've been to South Africa, and I've also been to Libya. What is that green skull trophy? A skull trophy? You mean this dude? Do you mean that dude? That's not, that's what do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Let's go bishop g4 here. Thank you so much to Relevance for the prime. let's play knight c6 here. That's the one. No, you guys, this is a green alien. This is a green alien. It's a green alien. So yeah. All right, let's take the knight and play e6. It's from I think it's from, is it from Meteor Crater? Yeah, it's from Meteor Crater in Arizona. So yeah. All right, let's go bishop d6, because of course there was a meteor that landed there, and it was probably caused by the aliens, right? So all right, let's play knight g to e7 here. Thanks to Derek Gaddis for the 30 months. I guess I'll go knight f5 to go after the bishop on e3. What? True? Yeah. What's the white animal? Oh, the stuffed animal, that's just Snoopy. It's from Japan. Yeah, it's just Snoopy. You can just see it's Snoopy. Yeah, from Japan. So okay, I will castle my king here. So yeah. All right, so it's not my move, it's my opponent's move. Now I've got a pretty solid position here. I can take the bishop. The question is this bishop actually a good piece? I think it is, and I think my bishop is much better than his bishop, so I'm willing to trade off this bishop, because now he can't really oppose this bishop because we have opposite colored bishops. I'm going to play f5 to stop the pawn breaks in the center, and I'm looking to attack him on the queen's or the king side eventually here. Take, but I think I'm just going to go here, attack the knight. I guard both pawns as well. That's just a free pawn. What's the song name? I must know. The song is Fresh Eyes by Andy Grammer. Let's play rook a8, bring the piece to the middle of the board. Do you think Wikipedia's listing your notable games is correct? I don't know what they say, but like I said, I'm starting a new series on YouTube. I'm just going to start, basically, instead of writing a book about my best games, I'm just going to start making the content on YouTube, and we'll go from there. So I don't know what they list as memorable games. Take the bishop here. I'm up a pawn, so I don't mind trading down. When you're ahead of material, generally you're pretty happy. I want to bring the rook in to attack the pawn. Thank you so much, Monstar. Appreciate it. Thanks so much, Monster, for the sub. Blitz games, there might be blitz games in there, maybe. Are you better than Bobby Fischer? I mean, that's not really a fair question to ask. I mean, I would say that probably yes, in terms of pure ability where I'm at, but the only reason I'm where I'm at is because of Bobby Fischer. If not for Bobby Fischer, chess theory and progress would not be where it's at today. So it's not really a fair comparison, because chess, more so than a lot of other things, is really built on what people in the past did. No, I'm not really capping. I mean, it's the fact that, but if Bobby Fischer started today, he might be 100 points better than he was when he played. Like, that's why you can't really do these comparisons for chess in particular. It just doesn't work. Yeah, it just does not work. Now I'm going to go for the attack with a double stack on the F file here, and it's pretty good. Yeah, it's like if Bobby Fischer had the resource he had back then, he'd probably be much better too. So you can never do these comparisons. They just don't work very well, unfortunately. Okay, he goes back. Now I can take the pawn, I can check. I think I'll just take the pawn because the king is completely naked here. There are no pawns protecting the king. So now I go check. I win the rook, classic right triangle, 90 degrees. We take the rook. Do I think Magnus is better than Bobby in his prime? I mean, Magnus's peak rating is 2882. It's 100 points higher than Bobby Fischer. But like I said, Magnus would not exist if not for Bobby Fischer either. So you can't do the comparisons. I think it's a okay fade for the 5 months. Appreciate it. It's just like you can't compare, because everyone, it's like saying, you know, is Magnus better than Gary Kasparov? Yes, Magnus is better than Gary, but Gary pioneered so much in terms of opening theory and opening preparation, just how you approach all of that, that it's just not a comparison. We're all where we are because of everything Gary did. So it's just, I mean, all those comparisons I don't really like because they generally don't work very well. Is LeBron better than Jordan? Of course he's not better than Jordan. Did you see Michael Jordan always like flailing and flopping all over the place, like, oh man, he whacked me in the face, and you snap your head back or you fall to the ground like somebody shot you? Did you ever see Jordan doing that? No, of course you didn't see Jordan doing that. So please give me a break. I mean, there's no need to do that comparison. I mean, come on. You didn't see Jordan falling to the ground like he'd just been shot. Okay, now I can play bishop a3 here because he can't castle the king here. Yeah, this is pretty good. Okay, I take with the bishop. Last game they robbed him though. That's actually true. That was a foul. But okay, let's go check here. Probably bishop e2 back. Now he's pushed the pawn. Doesn't really do much, but again, I have a very safe center here, and I have more space. He can't castle the king. I can start pushing c4, c5 to go after the pawn on b7, and it's all pretty good. Do I think an average 2600 today was better than Jordan? No, or not Jordan, sorry, but Fischer? No, I don't think so. An average 2600 today was not better than Bobby Fischer. Only the absolute top players were better than Bobby Fischer. But players who are like 2600, not even close. Not even close. They don't hold a candle to Bobby. Let's castle here. Yeah, just no chance. No chance. Thank you so much to Sadiko for the tier 1. Thank you to Braxy Burt on Twitch for the prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Besides yourself, which current player style do you enjoy the most? There are many players that I like. I have to say, actually, I know this sounds silly, but I've liked Noterbeck's style for a while. Like, he seems very aggressive. He's very creative. So Noterbeck is a player for a while that I thought has a really nice style. I also, of course, like Dubov's games. Jordan at times can be pretty creative as well. But I would say probably Noterbeck and Dubov if I'm looking for like creative guys who play really interesting chess. Those are probably two players that I look to for inspiration. Shaq has some great games too, of course. But yeah. Not Rapport. Well, the problem with Richie is that Richie plays great, but he also plays terrible. I mean, if you look at Richie's games, I mean, the game against Anish yesterday was just utterly inexplicable. I mean, it's just like no really good explanation. Wasn't there queen a4 after bishop b4 in the beginning? Yeah, I could have played check, but if I check, he blocks with a knight, he guards the bishop, and he covers the check. So all right, let's play e4 here. I'm building a really big white center. I'm going to try to open it up. This knight's not on a good square, and I should be doing really well. What do I think about Tate? I mean, I played Emery Tate quite a few times. I did a video that's on YouTube. I played Emery I think 4 times. I won 3 and drew once. So you know, I've fond memories of playing against him. Fond memories of playing against Emery. I've never played against Andrew. But I have played against Emery. Okay, let's see. I guess I'm gonna go c5 here. Who is better, your stepfather or Tate? Actually, you know, I've heard stories from my stepfather about playing against Emery Tate, and like this shows you guys how different chess is now versus the old days. But I think that my stepfather was saying that like he and Emery Tate, like they would play in tournaments, and then they would go play blitz for like 5 hours at Denny's. They'd play blitz, or no, they'd play blitz for like 5 hours, and they go eat breakfast at Denny's, and then you play a game at like 9 a.m. Or 10 a.m. So it's yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let's take the queen here, take the knight, and play c6. These are just Zaz, man, for the 5 months. Appreciate it. Yeah. All right. Let's play c6 and d5 here. Does chess matter ever change? No, it doesn't, which is why chess is probably going to be I think chess will probably be the most popular game on Twitch in 20 years. I'm gonna give you guys a bold prediction. I think chess will probably be the most popular game on Twitch in 20 years. Copium. Let's go here, go after the pawn on b2 here. No way. No way. I mean, chess is, you know, chess is going to be around forever, unlike all these other games. Do I know who's playing the Chess Champions Tour? No, I have no idea. No idea. Will Twitch be around in 20 years? Now, if I take and take, is this a free material or not? I can't tell. Takes, castles, takes, queen b3, knight c3. It's interesting enough that I want to take. I think there's Tommy J Salami for the 21 months. Let's take the pawn. Chess.com crashed? No, but I will say that this morning when I was trying to load chess.com a couple of times, it did actually not load. I got the 502 error page, and I hadn't gotten that page in, I want to say, like the last like 4 to 5 days, and I got it like multiple times this morning. Now I have bishop b4 here to win the queen, and that's game over. Am I good at chess? I'm okay. I'm decent. Thanks so much to Black Phoenix for the prime. Thanks so much to Black Phoenix. Appreciate it. Hope you guys are doing very well on this fine Monday morning. We're back to streaming, of course. Today is going to be pretty chill, pretty light. Tomorrow, of course, we have our Titled Tuesdays and everything else that entails. Chess will die when inches get stronger unless chess is solved, which again, I've spoken to, there are a lot of people I know who are in computer science and storage and all these other areas of tech, and from what I've been told, at least, unless there's some massive change in computing ability and storage, chess will never be hard solved. Because it takes too much space. So for example, when you start the game of chess, you have what? You have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So both sides start with 16 pieces, so you have 32 pieces. Now for just 8 pieces, I believe it is, where you just have like 4 pieces for each side, a full table basis of perfect endgame play. I think that requires is that like 1,000 terabytes? Like, it's insane the amount of storage for just 8 pieces on the board. So to go from 8 to like even like 10 or 12, it's going to be impossible. Oh, it's only 140 terabytes. Okay, sorry, I thought it was more. No, 8 pieces is I thought it was more than that, but maybe I'm wrong. But as you guys can tell, it just gets more and more, and so I don't think that unless there's like quantum computing, it's ever going to be solved like that. And so chess will always remain popular. In 1,000 years, the aliens will laugh at our games. Yes, you guys, thank you. Yeah, each piece will be like 100 times more. Yeah, so it's like if it's like a few hundred terabytes just for 8, then the next one's going to be like what's it, into the petabytes, and then like 10 pieces is whatever's after petabytes. So it's just not going to happen. Yeah. Oh, it's Lomonosov. I thought Lomonosov had some 8-piece table base. Am I wrong? Lomonosov endgame table base. That's 7. I thought there was some 8. Oh no, sorry. Lomonosov table base is a 7. Sorry, so 7 pieces is the current max. I thought Lomonosov was 8 for some reason. Okay, let's play b4 here. So yeah. Oh, let's go a3 and bishop b2 here. XQC already solved it. Yeah. Okay, let's go bishop b2, attack the pawn at e5. I'm going to play e3, maybe c4 here. I've developed the bishop on this diagonal, so now I can play c4 knights here. I don't want to put the knight here right away because it's better to push the pawns and then bring the pieces out. So I'm going to go c4 and then knight c3 to take more space, also in the center of the board. Pairing is so fair. I'm 300 playing at 1700. Well, I'm sorry about that. Do I play chess off stream? Not much. I did play chess off stream for the first time in a long time the other night against Daniel Naroditsky. I think it was like was it Thursday or Friday, whatever it was. I did actually play off stream. It's the first time that I played off stream in a very, very long time. C5 is a good move. I'm gonna go knight c2 here just to guard the pawn. Oh, it's score based, it's not rating based. Oh, okay. Let's go b5 here. I'm gonna go bishop e2 and castles. How do I get women? Thank you. This is not like Aiden Ross's stream or something like that, you guys. So yeah, what kind of question is that? Let's go h3 here. Castle. I mean, what's being a crazy coffee man for the 52-month resub, nearly 4.5 years. Yeah. Play a4 knight a3. I think there was a Tom Moore for the 9. Let's appreciate it. Play knight a3 to guard the pawn. Stiffmeister says, well, okay, how do I get men then? Good one, Stiffmeister. Okay, so I can take the knight here. I can also play like f4 here. Guess I can go f4 here. Isn't that the character in American Pie, or am I stupid? All right, I'm gonna take the knight. I'm gonna reroute my knight back to c3. That's a character from American Pie, right? Yeah, it's Stifler or Stiffmeister's is, yeah, yeah, let's go knight c3 here. Okay, anyway, how many years have you been playing chess? Too many years. I've been playing chess since I was 7 years old, which by today's standards is very late. Actually, if you're playing chess at 7, that's you're probably not going to go far in chess. I'm gonna go f4 here. I really want to trade the bishop, so I'm trying to go f4, get the bishop, trade the bishops. He goes queen f6, which is fine, except now I've taken more space by putting the pawn on f4. How do I play this in a thematic way? I'm going to be very non-thematic. I'm going to break the rules and go g4 because this rook and the queen, these pawns are very menacing here, and the rook and the queen are kind of misplaced. So I'm going to go king h2. Wait, why did I go king h2? Did I actually just blunder? I did. Did I really just do that? I think I did. That's pretty hilarious what I just did. Okay, is there a way to stop the mate? Let me think about this. I guess I can just still go here and bishop f1. Sus game? No, it's not sus. Don't be silly. I just blundered my rook. Don't be silly. Goes f2. Also, if this was sus to you guys, he would not have played f2. F2 was definitely not the best move. Let's go e4 here. Yeah. So why 7 years old? Oh, 7 years old is late because these days most kids start like 4 or 5 years old. Obviously, when I was a little bit let's go here, attack knight. I can't take because there's mate in 1. But these days kids start like 4 or 5 because due to technology they can learn much quicker than they used to be able to learn. Yeah. Okay, it's a little bit low on time here, but he has a shot at glory. f2 is a big mistake. If he had played a move that was not f2, he might have won the game. He goes d5. I guess I'll play d3 to attack the knight here. Now I'll go e5, attack the knight again. It's d4, but then I go knight d1. If I win the pawn on f2, oh, knight f5 is actually a very good move. Go here. I mean, I still have g5 somewhere. What's that do? I take. Let's go here, attack the rook, take the pawn, and now I'm gonna win the game, I think. Let's go here, attack the rook, hit the rook. Oops, there goes the queen. Botez gambit. Good night, game over. Oopsie daisies. Like I said, obviously not doing anything, even though you guys want to believe it. I just hung rook h6, which was not a tough move to find. Okay, let's play a Khan in honor of Khan from Star Trek. Let's play a6 here, classic Khan variation with the pawns out on e6 and a6. Go here. Do I think chess will get an update soon? I don't think so. So 7 is too late. Should I quit? I start at 14. No, you guys, I'm talking about people who like have dreams or delusions of being like the best in the world is what I'm referring to. I guess I'll go knight g4. I don't know if queen e1's a good move or a bad move, but I'll play knight g4. No, when I say like 7 years old, I mean if you have delusions of grandeur. I'm not talking about if you just want to play the game, improve, just have fun with it. If you want to improve, have fun with it, I think you can start at any age almost. But yeah, let's take with the knight. So yeah, thank you so much to Cashavelli for the 3, Merciless for the 7, appreciate it. So I can take the bishop here. It's not a bad move, but I think I'm just going to drop, or no, I'm going to check first and then drop the knight back and castle my king. I could take and also trade. I think I'm gonna go knight g6 to go after this pawn on f4 here. Thank you so much to Cub for the prime. Thank you so much to Cub. Let's take with the queen. I can play e5 and knight f4, and it's very good. Go e5, knight f4 here. Let's go knight f4, go after the bishop here. Maybe just d6, maybe b5. Now I can castle if I want to. I can also just play g6 though, because if I castle, I'm worried about f6. I think I'm gonna play b5, bishop b7, fianchetto the bishop, and try to castle my king to the queen side. That was bad of me. Go here. I'm gonna castle here, just get my king out of dodge. Castle's a queen side. It's not a great position, but if I get rook e8 here and I can put pressure on the pawn at e4, I have some play. Did I read through the new format of the new tour already? No, I didn't. Of course I didn't. I'll just show up, I'll play, and we'll see how it goes. That's pretty much it. Maybe like queen e5, maybe bishop e4, maybe just rook e5 is solid, so I can stack the rooks, pressure on the pawn at e4, and I forgot all about that move. Naturally, go here. Isn't very good. If I go rook e8, maybe I'll go here. Will the stock market be higher or lower in 3 months? I don't really know, you guys. I don't really have an idea. Like I said, there's a big disconnect between play a5 here. There's a big disconnect between what you see in certain sectors and what you're seeing the market do. So I don't really have I mean I don't know what's going on. What am I playing here? I actually have a very bad position. This is not good at all. I'll go here. I should just move quickly and see what happens. Go here, trade the queens. Yeah, this game looks a little bit different. Let's leave it at that. This game looks a little bit different. The 1600 was a little bit different than this game. A little bit different. Yeah, a little bit different. Thank you so much to Sansa Che for the prime, appreciate it. Yeah. His username says he's simply better than you. It's a great troll username. I'll give you that. A great troll username. Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, I know full well what's going on, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that was pretty much a perfect game. Like the whole A4 C3 rook A3 rook B3 rook B4 was let's just say that was computer-esque. Let's play knight F6 here. Go C6 and D5. Yeah, the whole sequence of moves there was irregular. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, yeah. Let's play bishop E7 here. Lose equals cheating? No, like I said, I could have lost the 1600 and I would have known that that was a legitimate game. It's about sequences of perfection at times when the moves are definitely not obvious. Yeah, the sequence, it's the sequence of moves that is that makes one begin to wonder what's going on. Because he played about like 5 to 6 moves that were like absolutely perfect in a row when it was not obvious to someone who's not like at least 2500 level. Okay, let's take. I can take with the pawn or the knight. I'll take with the pawn and just castle here. Thing is, which that got him got. Are you ever gonna settle down and start a family? I would say pretty likely, but again, that's not something that, you know, is relevant to the stream at the moment. Wait, why do you have a Swedish flag? 94%. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there were a couple moves that were that were that were not the best moves, but the whole sequence of those 6 moves in the middle that he played was, yeah, a little bit much for someone who's 2300 online, because 2300 online means that you're about 1900 over the board. I think it's plus minus about 400 points. 1900 would never find that sequence of moves ever. So let's play knight e4. I can take and play queen a6. I'm willing to give up a pawn here because I have the 2 bishops, and it should be an interesting sacrifice. Okay, let's go back. Now I'm knight f5 to hit the bishop and the queen. I'm at 1600. I'm the biggest idiot for playing pawn f2 instead of queen f2. Yeah, absolutely. If you had played queen f2, you would have won the game, and that would have been a nice clean win. So a little bit unfortunate you played f2, but it's all good. Yeah, thank you so much to Tirzona for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's play rook c8. Not nice accusing people of cheating. Like I said, you guys, those of you who think that it's like random or is based on a loss, you don't understand what's going on, plain and simple. Thank you so much to Yoda for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, 2400. I am 2100. Yeah, it's like 300 to 400 point rating differential roughly between over the board and online. Thank you so much to Merrick's for the prime. Appreciate it. Game before that he was 95% too. Okay, whatever. That's on chess.com to deal with it. His account was created today too. Oh man, the account was created today. You guys are just hilarious. You think that I'm like salty because I lost the game, and it's like has nothing to do with being salty at all. It's always funny whenever it's like, oh, you're so salty, you lost a game, it's rude, it's disrespectful. And then it's like you find out A, he's playing 95%, B, the account was created today, and you're just like, yeah. He's such a crybaby for the 6 months. He's such a crybaby. Okay, let's play e4. Yeah, Guidesy is just better, let it go. Yeah. Okay, let's play open Sicilians here. Let's take with a knight or d5. This should actually not be correct, but I guess I'll just take. Go c3. Probably I can play bishop d3 or bishop b5. Okay, I'll go b3 to break the chain because I really want my bishop on d3 behind this pawn structure where it's scoping the pawn on h7. Hikaru gets a connection at chess.com. We get a 4-4. Like I said, you guys, I was getting the 502 error earlier today for the first time in a few days. I was getting, it's 502, right? I was getting that error earlier today, and I had not gotten that in quite a while, like probably like 4 or 5 days. So it is a little bit disconcerting because maybe they're having issues again. So I thought the issues seemed to have gone away. Yeah, like I got this error when I was logging in earlier. I got it multiple times. Like, yeah, a few days ago I was getting the 502 error non-stop, but I felt like it had kind of stopped. Now it's like, now it's back, and I'm gonna go here to remove the knight so I can swing the queen over and go after this pawn on g7. Take. I want to go queen g3. I've got a great knife on f5, so let's line up the attack towards the king. What I think of Ben Flangel as a player, I mean, Ben is past his prime. At his peak, though, he was very, very strong. I don't know if he was ever top 10 in the US, but he was about like 25, he was like 2550, I think, or 2550 FIDE roughly. So very, very, very good player. Obviously, like everybody else, Father Time has caught up with him, but nonetheless, at his peak, he was a very, very good player. Yeah, it's a good check. What's my accuracy? I would say on average in blitz, I don't know, I'm guessing it's somewhere like 90%. Maybe it's below that, but I would guess 90 if I had to take a guess. So let's play bishop h6 and take the knight. YouTube recommended you versus Ben 2011. Yeah, take and go like 95 here. Now I have a great square for my knight. Take with the queen of rook. I'm gonna take with the rooks. I want to double stack, maybe even triple stack, and the rook attacks both the pawns. We double stack to infiltrate with rook e7, create the classic kebab and impale the meat, as XQC would say. Now we triple stack with queen e5 check, and I have rook e8, I have rook f7. I don't actually have a way to win. I guess I'll just go back. Thanks so much to Blue Moon for the 17 months. Thanks so much to Blue Moon. Who were some of your heroes growing up, if you don't mind me asking? It was definitely Garry Kasparov was my favorite player. That's a mistake, because now I check and I win the game. Let's go check. I have checks to win the rook here, depending where he goes. I like your shirt. Queen e6. Oh, queen e6 was winning, because no, but there's queen e7, queen c8, rook f8. That's not actually winning, but I did miss that. Garry is an amazing person. That's one way of putting it. I mean, Garry is one of the greatest chess players of all time. A great person is interesting way of putting it. Let's leave it at that. Let's play d4 and bishop g2. I've probably never seen another top player get as angry about over chess games as Garry, especially like casual games, not even like the serious competitive games, but the actual like the casual games where you're playing for fun. I've never seen anybody be as mad about just like the fun games that don't matter at all. Let's castle here. I guess I'll play bishop e1, maybe keep the two bishops on the board. No, I'm not saying that he's a bad person, but I've never seen someone get as angry over like just a game that does not matter at all, like completely insignificant game that's just casual, everyone's having fun, and he's like treating it like it's, you know, a world championship game. I've never seen anybody quite like that. I think it's a Roxor for prime. Garry doesn't get angry. That's a good one. Yeah, he did tell me it's 2000. Yeah, there's a great video of Garry playing a simul in, I think, South Africa, and he's playing somebody, and then the guy is like 2000, and Gary's angry because the guy's 2000. He's a pretty decent player, and Garry, I think, is losing the game. He just gets mad at the organizer, and it's just like, I don't know, like it's like, dude, it's like a simul. It's all in good fun. Like, I mean, who cares if you lose the game? Like, you made somebody's day. Thank you so much to Theis for the 4 months. Appreciate it. When will be the next Reddit recap? Probably tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm guessing. Let's play knight d4, attack the bishop. Is the video of you pre-moving a game against Magnus Carlsen real? Of course it's real, you guys. It's as real as there being cheese on the moon, or the moon landing being faked. Let's play f3 here. I can play bishop f2 or e4 next move. It's all good. I'm gonna play e4, maybe bishop f2, maybe b4 as well. What time does Title Tuesday begin? Title Tuesday begins in about 23 hours. Okay, take the pawn, free pawn. Yeah, the moon exists. Yes, you guys. Please. It's a good thing. Is it a good thing to take chess seriously? To some degree, yes. To some degree, no. I mean, I think you want to, like, if you're competitive, certainly you want to have good results, so it makes sense. But on the other hand, I mean, I think for the vast majority, like probably like 95% of players, really it should just be something you play, you enjoy, and you don't get too crazy about it. Let's go queen b3 to hit the rook. Thank you so much to Munchess for the 20, Sleeps Home for the 2. Thank you to Federico Grando for the 10, and Silver Sky Strat for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thoughts on the center of the earth stopping its rotation, moving the other direction? Wouldn't that, if the rotation changed, wouldn't that be the end of the world? Wouldn't everything be out of whack? I'm gonna win this rook here because I have a pin. These are to Alo Amud for the prime. These are to Alo Amud. Could there be an update in chess rules? There could, but I mean, chess is so popular with its current rules, and the current rules have been around for, I want to say, I think end peasant was end peasant the last rule change, or was it I think it was yeah, when was the last actual change to chess? I feel like it's been a while. Yeah, the last patch notes. No, I don't mean 50. There've been some minor rules, but I don't know when the last actual like big change was made. Good night, C3 here. But it's been a few hundred years at least. Let's go bishop f4 e3, just very standard. We're playing as 23-72, very serious player here. I go h3 because if he plays knight h5, I want to keep the bishop alive here on f4. Now I could trade, and I think I will trade, and I'm just going to play very standard bishop d3, castles, and everything else. How much are you drinking per day? Well, today I'm a little bit light. I only have my two things. I've got my coffee, and I've got my my water. What do you think about Alireza not showing up these days? I mean, I don't know what's going on with Alireza, honestly, so I would just say it's very disappointing because he's the brightest talent in terms of a junior with his quick progress that we've seen since Magnus. Nobody else even comes close, so it's just very disappointing to see him not playing. Again, I don't know what exactly is going on, but yeah, Google says 1561 accepted into the rulebook 1880. Okay, so maybe there's a change. 1880 is too recent. That's not the last big rule change. Lyric C1, do you think that Arjun Aragaisi is feeling pressure to perform at elite level tournaments? That's why he's not able to perform well. Yes, you guys, I was going to say that Arjun got this massive deal in India. He got the sponsorship deal for $300,000 a year times 5 years. Now in India, $300,000 a year is, I'm gonna say, I mean, I don't know this, but I'm betting 300,000 is like $1 million if that was in the US. So he got this massive sponsorship deal, and I do feel like he has not really played very well since then. So I don't know if it's like affecting him in some way or not, but his play has not been good since then. Thanks so much to back and to the left for the 3 months. Appreciate it. I mean, probably he'll bounce back, but yeah, I mean, I do wonder because it's 300,000 USD, which 300,000 USD in India is like $1 million, if not more, maybe. I mean, because India is generally a very it's you know, for better or worse, it is still a fairly poor country overall. So it's a lot of money. Let's take with the queen and play rook b4. I mean, I don't know, you guys can tell me whether I'm wrong, but it's like $2 million. It's like 2 million. Okay, yeah, goes take. I can play rook b8 here. I think there's maybe an ice skate or maybe not, but I like my position at any rate. Average salary in India is $200,000. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, please. I think it's always a good night chesty for the 33 months. Yeah, good one, yes. Average salary is $200,000. That's the funniest thing I've heard in a while. Yeah, that's the funniest thing I've heard in a while. Let's go g4 here to play g5, play h4 here. No, I mean, if I had to guess, I bet average salary in India is something, I'm gonna bet maybe like $5,000, maybe. That's my guess. It's probably wrong, but that'd be my guess. Is that it's like 5,000 might be the average salary, if that. Maybe I'm wrong on that, I don't know, but yeah, I guess I will take it. I'm gonna go knight f5 here because now I have knight d6 to win this knight on e8. It's probably less. Okay, ask Aiden Ross. Right, I mean, it might be less. I'm trying to give a lowball figure. Oh, it's 2.5, 2,500. It's 2 to 3,000. Okay, so 5,000's higher. Ain't no way the bro said 5k. I did it. I'm off, but it's in the ballpark. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, Arjun got this huge deal, and I mean, maybe it's affecting him, who knows, but yeah, it's still, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Arjun. Thank you so much to Aston for the prime and 7 origins. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now do I take? I mean, this is 2 extra pawns if I can count them out. I have 3 versus 2, so I'll go here, attack the rook, and then I'll eat the pawn, and I have 3 connected pawns. I should be winning here. Let's take. Go knight to e4 here. Pawn guards knight. I cut him off at the pass. Can't guard the knight now, and I have rook b6 check. I think I go check. And I'm gonna go for the Arabian checkmate here. Or wait, no, he's king h6. Go here, and now I go checkmate. And this of course is the Arabian checkmate with the knight and the rook. Don't ask me why they call it the Arabian checkmate, but they do. Thank you so much to Gen Daddy for the 33 and Sacerdos for the prime. Thank you so much. Do I have an OTP chess set? So one thing that I saw something recently where Magnus said he doesn't own a chess set, and I have to say that I have one very basic wooden chess set, but I don't own chess sets either. I don't think most top chess players actually use a chess set, and so they don't really own one because everything you do is going to be online or not online, sorry, but it's going to be on a computer. So in general, you're not going to be using an actual chessboard. So very few top players have actual chess sets. I don't own a chess set, so I'm a super GM. Yeah, exactly. Let's play d3. I guard the pawn. I also open up the diagonal for the bishop here. It's the Arabian because it's been done by 1001 knights. Okay, I think I can take, and that's a free pawn. I think it's just free pawn. Let's take. Is Norbert comparable to Alireza? Of course not, because Alireza crossed 2800 at like 18 years old, right? I think he crossed 2800 at 18. So I would say no. That does not mean that Norbert can't be as good as Alireza or better than him, but in terms of the sheer progress, I mean, the only person who, I mean, Alireza, I think his upward trend, I think even Magnus, I think Magnus is the only person who's close or maybe better. I think nobody else is even in the ballpark. I think this is Borat Maps for the 15, Moxie 1 for the prime. So it is very sad. It is very sad that that Alireza is just not playing, because he should be playing. So all right, I will probably castle and play h3 next move. I don't know. I don't really know why he's not playing. Very sad though at any rate. Let's go bishop g5 here. There's no h5, there's no way to remove the pin because he already pushed to h5. He can't put the pawn on h6 here. Are books better to learn chess or online? I mean, there's no, one shoe doesn't fit all sizes, so I would say that it really depends on the player and how they learn. Let's go queen e2. I can obviously castle here and just go c3 next, which should be better here because if he castles, he's gonna. I have bishop takes knight. Thank you so much to Straw Hat Man Pacharama for the prime. Has Alireza been invited to Norway chess? I have no idea if he has or has not been invited, but again, like I said, I've heard this from multiple different people. Alireza, he's generally asked for very high appearance fees at multiple different tournaments, and most chess tournaments these days, the money is all in the prize fund. It's not about appearance fees. It's generally just all in the prize fund. So I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, so I guess again I can take. Now I think I will take it. I'll go knight h4, knight f5 here to put the knife on f5. Let's go king b1, guard the pawn. But who knows? Who knows? He has two sets of this. I'm going to go here to line up the classic fork. Rex apparently pays well for him to come to St. Louis. Well, the money's all in the prize fund there. Like when he made $300,000, I mean, and he didn't actually make it because of course there are withholdings and everything else, but the money that he made in St. Louis was all in the prize fund. It was not in appearance fees, so it's a little bit different. Okay, so I'm gonna play d4. I've got a great chain here. I can play like queen f2, maybe queen c2, maybe just he's trying to go rook g4, I think. So I'm just gonna put the rooks in the center of the board here. Do I think someone will surpass Magnus in the next 10 years? I mean, I think a lot as far as Magnus goes depends on whether he's serious about like not playing much classical chess, or where exactly everything stands. I think a lot depends on that. If Magnus doesn't enjoy classical chess and he doesn't really play as much, his rating probably will like sort of like stagnate, which means that it's going to be very hard for anybody to pass him rating wise, because 2850 is, I mean, absurd. Nobody else has even come close to maintaining a rating around 2800, and so I would say it's, someone might pass him overall, but if he stops playing much, I don't think rating wise someone will pass him. Let's go here. Can play knight f5. I guess I'll just go a3. I just joined your tournament as a 5-minute rapid god destroyer for the last hour. Cheers, mate. Great time. Would not do it again. Well, I'm sorry about that, but you will learn something. You'll learn something. You know, you learn more from losing than you do from winning, which again, it's in this day and age, it's probably not what people want to hear, but that is the reality. That's why chess is great. Let's play rook f8 here. True, of course it's true. In chess, you actually learn from mistakes. It's not how the real world seems to work these days. Let's play t5 here and play bishop f5. Let's play h5 here and maybe e6. Actually, no, I'll trade and then play e6 here and then like queen a5, queen a6. Go check, queen a6. Trade some queens. Oh, is this Jose? This is Jose Martinez. Now, of course, speaking of chess.com, obviously, Jose Martinez, he apparently can't play games on his main account, so he has to he had to basically create another account because chess.com has fallen apart. So like he can't play on his main account, so he literally had to create a second account to play the bullet event the other day. How do I know? Because he did very well. Gata will be sus again. Yes, of course. Gata will be sus of everybody. Let's play bishop e7. That is one thing I will say, not to throw shade or anything, but I have to say, if there's one person that I refuse to be like when I get old, like when I'm like 45 years old or something, if there's one player that I refuse to ever be like, it's Gata. Because Gata's always upset about something. Like he's upset about getting flagged every game. He's upset that these, you know, they're tournaments without increment, that are these big prizes. And I mean, I gotta say, like, if there's one person I refuse to become like when I'm old, it's Gata. Because like it's bad. It's bad. Actually, my position's not very good here, interestingly enough. Oh, I think I'm gonna go here to hit the pawn on d4. I'm actually not doing great here. He's got a great bishop here, and there's a weak pawn. He plays rook c1. I think he wants queen 7 now. I think I can play f6. It's pretty sketchy, but I'm gonna try it anyway because I can take and go king f7 at least. But yeah, what I mean by that is I mean that like when I'm 45 and my best days are past me, I'm no longer like a top 10 player, and you know, I'm not as good as I once was. Like I don't want to turn to the person who's just complaining about everything. Like at 45, if I'm playing on chess.com and streaming and I'm getting flagged by Nihal, for example, like I don't want to be complaining about it. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to be that guy. I could take b3. It's pretty dank to grab another pawn. I mean, it's 2 pawns, but position's pretty I can take and go rook b8 maybe. I'll take and go here and king d8, but yeah, I'm still probably worse here, but there's play at least. I think there's a Babazula for the prime. At what age will you realize you're past your prime? Well, I'm already past my prime in bullet. I'm past my prime technically in classical chess and blitz and rapid in a way, but the sort of experience kind of compensates for that. He goes bishop d6. Now if I take and play, if I go rook e8, knight h4, e5, I think I should play g5 here. I can play e5 and rook e8. I mean, at some point I have to go e5 and rook e6 or something like that. Is there anyone you'd be starstruck if you met? I guess I go e5 here. He wants knight c5. If I can't really take rook e8 allows knight c5. I mean, I'd probably be pretty starstruck if I met I think knight c5 was right, because now I get the rook in. Oh, can he wait? Takes check. I escape. Yeah, probably a couple of people. Don't lie if you met Genghis Khan, you'd be starstruck. Thank you guys. No, probably the only 2 people would be like would be Obama and probably Warren Buffett. Those are probably the only 2 people I'd be like starstruck by. Let's see. I think this is good because if I get rook e6, I'm a5 is tricky. If I go a6, I mean, maybe there's some tact here, but I still don't see it. Go here and take. I think I should be winning here. Rook c4, good move by Jose. I'll go d3. I'll take. I have knight e5 now. He's got rook d1, which I missed, but I can still run the king, play rook d8. Should be fine. If I go rook d8, knight c7, that's not right. So Go here and take. I mean, I still have knight c6 here. Go after pawn, but probably this is objectively a draw now. Go here, maybe rook d4. Actually, wait, I can check and go here maybe. Rook b1 to win the pawn. Still tricks. Just check, I go back. I guess I'll take. I mean, I assume this is winning. So I have a pawn that rules. Oh, he's got this, which, yikes, I missed that. Go here, stop the pawn. I mean, my pawn is very fast going up the board. A3 is no good, so I go here to stop the pawn. Let's go b5. I think I can go knight c4 here, maybe. Still a little bit tricky. I check and I take. Oh, wait, he's got knight c5? But I can take with the juicer. Yeah, I take with the pawn and I just bring the king, bring the knight back. And there we go. Checkmate. Good game though, good game. Thank you so much to Agent Kafka for the $3. I think if he had played knight c5 instead of knight b3, if he had gone or knight b4, if he had gone knight c5, I think he was, maybe it was only a draw, but he was in good shape there. My views on Gata Kamsky. I mean, one of the greatest players. I mean, very unfortunate in a way, because Gata was very close to world champion, but he kind of lived during the time when there wasn't big money in chess, and for the most part, and so he didn't really ever get, you know, sort of the money or the respect, all these different things that he deserved, considering the stature that he had as a player. So I feel bad for him in that sense, because he deserved better. Castle and play e5 here, but you know, that's just life, you know. I mean, I would say all top GMs probably deserve better than they get, but it's what it is. Goes e4. Interesting. I can obviously trade. He takes. I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6. I'm up 2 pawns here. By the way, does this guy have a picture? Is this a picture of a certain influencer? Am I crazy? Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Let's go queen d6 here. I'm gonna play queen b6 to attack the knight. Yeah, I think someone should rise with prime. I guess I can play bishop g4. Hikaru is 50 million, still deserves better for playing chess. Thank you guys. I'm not worth 50 million, but I appreciate it. Thank you. All this Gata talk reminds me I gotta get to work, be easy. Yeah, I mean, I know there are a lot of people who I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I know there are a lot of people in our society today who watch second monitors at work. They watch like chess or XQC or whatever it might be. Like, I don't know if that's a good thing, because I think they actually said that like a large percentage of people actually do that. Like, it's not just like 10%. I think I saw something that said like let me see how many people watch Twitch or YouTube at work. I think it's like a very high number, or Twitch at work. Okay, I guess that doesn't work for the Google search. Let's take the knight. But yes, I know that the people who are like multitasking with something like that at work, it's pretty high. Like, I know there are people in school who do that too all the time now. Look, you're destroying my career chance with your stream, but at least I'm enjoying it. Let's go g6 here. Reasons I want to play queen d4, but I don't want to walk into the fossil with bishop h7. Okay, I'm just going to kick the bishop back. I'll move the king up, so there's lift here. King is safe. How often do you talk to Magnus? I mean, we only talk at tournaments, so not that frequently. No, really just not that frequently. Let's take the bishop, play queen e6 here. Hikaru watching XQC on the second monitor? No, but of course, big shout out to XQC for all that he did for chess. And like I said, I had a conversation with him recently, so probably I'll do that podcast with him at some point. I have rook g5 checkmate. I have rook h5, which is also good. I also have knight g4 here to line up a checkmate as well. Thank you so much to Drossi for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Thank you so much to Drossi for the sub. Goes rook c5. I just go checkmate. Thank you so much to Alfarino for the prime. Thank you so much to Alfarino. Appreciate it. Make sure to put subtitles on the podcast. Why? Because XQC will be talking too fast and I won't understand. They need to Mo Flack for the prime. Let's play D4 here. So you never hang out in real life? What do you mean? With XQC? I mean, XQC was in Texas. I almost never am in Texas. Let's play knight C3 here. And I mean, he's in LA now, but I'm not in LA. H5, very bad move, because now he can't play H6 to kick the bishop. So I've just this bishop is locked on the square, because he'd love to put the pawn on H6 and attack it, but he pushed it too prematurely. So let's play E3 here. Okay, I mean, this should be terrible with the pawn on H5. This feels really bad. This feels like a huge weakness down the road. I guess I'll go C5. Maybe just knight E5 and I can just take and take. There's also queen F3. I don't know. We're having fun, so I'm just gonna take, and I'm gonna go for the kill. Thank you so much, Boo Loke, for the prime. Okay, I'm gonna just go for it with bishop D3. Go for checkmate. He plays bishop A6 to prevent it. I can also sack and go for sacking on F7 for the memes. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's sack. Yeah, it didn't quite work out the way he was expecting it to. Trade the knights, just knight E4. Thank you so much, Hoocherall, for the 11 months. Thank you so much, Hoocherall. I will just play knight G5 and take with the queen. Aging is different. There are people improving whole life. Chess doesn't work like that. There's some people who are like ridiculous anomalies, such as Vishy Anand, who's still like very, very strong at 50, but Vishy even at 50 is not as good as he once was. So as far as chess goes, I mean, you can play at a high level up to a certain point, but unless you're just a complete freak of nature like Anand or Korchnoi, somewhere around like 40ish is when you start to decline, generally. Somewhere around 40ish. What is the golden age? I mean, in chess it's hard to know what the golden age is. In the old days it used to be around 30. Like your golden age in chess back in the old days was probably you peaked somewhere around like 30ish, and you would play really well from like 30 to 35, and then you could still maintain a pretty high ranking till you were in your like mid to late 40s. Nowadays your peak can be at like 18. It can also be at like 25, but it's generally not in your 30s, unlike it used to be. Brochess.com is down. Like I said, I've been having some issues today, which I haven't normally been having. How old was Kasparov when he started declining? I would say late 30s ish. I would say late 30s. I mean, again, he quit too early, to be fair. He should not have quit when he did quit, but nonetheless. Thank you so much to crap for the prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. 502 is a new 420. Like I said, I've been having these issues too. Like so it's what it is. Go here. Thank you so much to Dark Star for the 11 and Smash Factors for the 18 months. Thank you so much to Smash Factors. Okay, I'm just gonna make 4 queens. Everybody wants 4 Pokemains in life. Let's go check. I can go. I don't want to allow stalemate. Let's go check. Let's go Queen E5 here. Queen E5 and then Queen D4. I'm just gonna use like the four queens. Check. How do I do this? Go here. Yeah. Come on. He's gonna stall. I want to do the I want to create the connect 5. We go here. Yeah, here we go. It's connect 5. Connect 5. It's just very, very beautiful. No, it's not bowling. It's just connect 5. Why is that weird? Okay, we're playing MVM. Let's play D4 here. Play bishop G5. Play the Trump house key. Thank you so much to Fictitious for the 101 bits. Thank you so much to Fictitious. Yeah, I think D5, even now, all these years later, it's still, I think, considered the best move. Although there is F3 too. I'm gonna play F3. I think it was knight f6 d5 e5 if I remember this line correctly, but I haven't looked at this in many years. Like, and maybe e5 bishop g5. I don't remember. I think it's bishop g5 though. This is not Maximus. This is somebody else. I'm gonna go c4, get my big white center. Let's drop the bishop back, not blunder a pawn. And I go into like knight c3, queen d2, and it should all be pretty happy times. I'm gonna go knight e2 right away because I'm worried about knight h5 here. Maximus Vachier Maximus, yes. No, it's not Maximus. Almost 20k viewers. Yeah, chess has been popping off. It's pretty crazy, you guys, that there's 20k viewers on the day after like the first big event of the year ended. But big shout out to everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic time. I know I am, and I hope all is well. So knight h5 is played. Let's go knight g3 and bishop f2. Have I ever been in prison? Yeah, I loved it how on chess.com there was some bullshit rumor, pardon my French for a second, children cover your ears, but there's some bullshit rumor saying that I got arrested for tax evasion the other day, like a bunch of whack jobs. Let's play bishop f2 and queen c2 here. I can take the knight on h5. I can also go knight ce2. It's interesting. Yeah. They know the truth. Yeah, that's like isn't Ludwig the tax guy? Isn't he the guy who avoided taxes or something? Take. Yeah. Oh, whoa. I didn't even see queen e3. Jeez, what was that? Wow. I go here in rook d1. I didn't even see that. Whoops. Still probably okay, luckily, but I didn't see queen e3. Thank you so much, Poop Bender QQ for the tier 1. I'm lucky that wasn't losing. Thank you so much, Black Hat for the 12th. First time here. Big hello from Poland. Hope you're doing well. Poland, great place. Unfortunately, I didn't actually have a great time last time I was there, but that is life. I want to eat the bishop here. Why did I play knight a4? I should have gone queen d2. I'll take and go like king c1. I mean, my knight is still kind of scary here on the side of the board. Yeah, this knight is a little bit scary for black to deal with. There are definitely some tricks. What happened in Poland? Oh, I got stuck in Poland for 2 weeks. That was not fun. Okay, I go queen g3. I mean, I have check, which I assume is correct. I have queen h4, which I assume is correct. I could have checked back too. Maybe king e1 e2 d1 bishop e2 king f2 is completely fine as well. Goes knight b4. I mean, knight h5 is probably a draw, but I would like not to make a draw, so let's go bishop d3. Knight h5 is definitely a draw. Take. I have to make the draw anyway. That's unfortunate. I have to make a draw. Thank you so much, Delo, for the prime. Were you not invited? I was invited to Tata Steel, but yeah, I wasn't able to play. Your opinion on Germany in the late 1938s? What you're asking me right around the time that that the king had to basically, was it the king or was it, I forget who it was. It's been a while since I've studied German history. Talking about when basically the king had to basically say it was say that, you know, certain party was gonna take power. There's a whole transfer, right, legitimizing it, or was that earlier? Was that the early 30s? 1938 king. Oh, okay. Oh, it was 1933. Okay, yeah. No, didn't was it Bismarck or was it somebody else? I don't remember who it was. I'm gonna play bishop h4 knight g5. Who was it? I don't think it was Bismarck. It was Hindenburg, right? Yeah. Okay, let's take the knight. I don't know what knight d7 was. He could have played g5. No, it wasn't Bismarck. Bismarck was earlier, right? That's right. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Weimar Germany was ruled by a king. Let's go bishop g3 and bishop f3 here. What's Bismarck? Bismarck is a city in North Dakota. That's what Bismarck is. Let's play h4 here. Yeah, it wasn't king, it was chancellor. You're right, chancellor. Yeah. Take. Okay, I can play just d5. Bishop e5 is good. I'm gonna go queen e2 and castles here. Sounds like a made it place just like Australia. Just trade and castle here. Very simple. I think Bismarck is in North Dakota, right? I think it is. But let's play rook d1 here. I can play takes and just takes. I have bishop e6. Let's just trade. Play bishop f3, maybe rook d1. Knight e4 actually just forces trade of more pieces, and I have the extra bishop. Even if he tries f5, I have a check. So now I'll slowly win with the extra bishop. Just take. Hey, I'm from Bismarck, North Dakota. Nice, very nice. Yeah, people watch chess from everywhere around the world. It's pretty phenomenal. Let's take the pawn. Go check, trade the queens here. I have an extra bishop again, so with the extra bishop I'm happy to trade everything. Go bishop e4 here. I guess I'll go f3, create a wooden shield, of course. Thank you so much to Numbskully and Omazarox. Thank you so much. And now I win the pawn, and the rest will be very basic. Trade the rooks. Very happy. I have been to Armenia one time. Yeah, I played a tournament that never got FIDE rated for political purposes. And it was held in Karabakh, Nagorno-Karabakh, the disputed region between Armenia and Azerbaijan. I played that tournament. I think I got second place behind Levon Aronian. So I have been there, and I've been through Yerevan as well. Let's play f4, knight f3, maybe e3 here. Let's play the birds or the Nimzo. Actually, we'll change it into the Nimzo Larsen with bishop e2. Where haven't I been? I haven't been to North Korea. I haven't been to Iran. I haven't been to Iraq. I haven't been to Afghanistan. I have not been to Pakistan. Places like that. Thank you so much to High Roller for the 37 months. Thank you so much. I have been to Slovenia. I played the Bled Open in Slovenia in 2000. I'm gonna say 2000 or 2001. They had the Bled Open, which held in the very beautiful, picturesque city of Bled. I've been to Slovakia. Yeah, I played. There was a big exhibition in Slovakia in like 2014 maybe. I played against Sergei Movsesi, and it was in, I think, Banska Hradišťanka, or however you pronounce it. I'm sure I just butchered it, but I played an exhibition in Slovakia, so I've been there too. And I've been to Sweden too. I mean, Sweden's also very special because it's the first place that I ever had a drink. So there's that. All right, so I'm hitting the pawn on d5 here. There's e6 here, maybe bishop e6, but it should be pretty good. Plays e6. Sweden is trash. No, Sweden's great. What do I want to do here? I don't actually know. I'm gonna go queen e1 and maybe queen g3. Turkey doesn't like Sweden. Okay, who cares? Go d4, guard the pawn on e5 here. Hello from Iran. Which year was that? I've never been to Iran. Like queen f2. Yeah, it was Banska Styavnička, however you pronounce it. Sorry, I mean, obviously I'm American, so I don't know how to pronounce anything. But yes, that's where it was. It was there was an exhibition there, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. Go rook d1, guard the pawn, of course, against the double attack. I can probably takes. Does it work? I gotta do it just to see, because if he takes, I take and I fork the queen and the bishop. So why not? Thank you so much to Might MJ Weissy for the prime. These are Majaisi. At least he's honest, he can't pronounce because he's American. Of course, you guys. But on the other hand, our pronunciations are always right, so there is that. So I'm not actually wrong. I mean, when you have a president who says nuclear, I mean, what more needs to be said? All right. Anyway. All right. Let's drop the juicer back. Now I can just move the knight. Knight f5, I think, was actually very strong for him. I'll just go knight to e4, maybe c4. These are denser for the prime. Did I just diss Joe Biden? I don't think Joe Biden. I don't think Sleepy Joe says nuclear. I was actually referring to I was referring to George W. Bush. I was referring to W. That's what I was referring to. Let's play d5 here and rook f2 maybe. Oh, thank you for the queen. I'll take it. Thank you so much to Cruncheroo for the prime. Appreciate it. What happened to your game with Gabe Blackman? I don't even know who Gabe Blackman is. All right. Without looking, you took the queen. Yeah. Okay, next game should be coming up in a second. Okay, we're playing 2150. Yeah, let's get back to e4 d4. Keep it simple because that's what everybody plays these days for the most part. New to chess, trying to get better. Any tips? I would say play. I mean, I would say probably split your time. I would say 25% basic openings, and then probably the other 75% just split it between puzzles and playing blitz games. So basically like something like 35 35. I mean, it doesn't add up, but 35 35 and then like 30 or something. That's 70, right? 70. Yeah, 35% puzzles, 35% blitz games, and 30%, or not blitz games, sorry, more like maybe like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Sorry, yeah, I meant like slow, like 10 to 15 minute games, like. And so probably should be the other way. It should be, I would say, let's just say 20% openings. I would say 50% puzzles, and then like 30% like slow blitz or rapid games. I used to like playing blitz, but now I play bullet. Bullet is very bad if you're new to chess. I mean, bullet is probably the worst thing you can do. I don't like puzzles though, but the thing is, pattern recognition is really what differentiates anyone. Like in this position, I'll give you an example. In this position, why do I consider f3? Like why do I consider it in a split second? It's because I've looked at enough positions with the structure of where the pawns are, and I've seen many different iterations of it that I come up with a move. That's why that's why at the end of the day, like puzzles and pattern recognition are really what matter. Okay, I will play queen to d2 here. 1500s, I would say, I still think I would say up to about like, I want to say like up to about 1800. I don't think the openings matter. I mean, obviously everyone makes a big deal out of openings. They think if you get some great opening, you can win a bunch of games quickly. But if you're really trying to improve and understand chess better, just as a whole, as opposed to just solely looking at solely thinking about like how to cheese your opponents, openings are really not that relevant. They aren't. I mean, I'm being honest. They aren't. Everybody makes it out to be some huge deal, but they really are not that important at the end of the day. As long as you can avoid basic blunders and you have a basic opening strategy, that's all you really need. Disagreed. Well, you can disagree all you want, but I'm pretty sure that I know better than you do. Let's play bishop g5. Yeah, Levy's like, no, buy my course. Well, I mean, many people do courses, and there is merit to that. I'm not going to pretend to say that there isn't merit, but at the end of the day, if you're just trying to improve and understand more about chess, and it's not about just like trying to win every single game, you want to improve. Openings are really not that important. They aren't at the end of the day. And I can actually say that just because honestly, as you guys will see when I start doing these YouTube videos of my games, my openings were extremely basic when I was growing up until about 2300. I had very basic openings. Like I could probably do a course on my openings in like 5 hours max of everything, that maybe not everything, but the majority of what I knew up until I was master level or higher. And I think that says enough in and of itself. Let's play f4 here. Endgames, you need to know basic endgames. Like I would say probably you should know rook and pawn versus rook. You need to know how to mate with like rook, queen, these sorts of things. But also, even for me, like I didn't really get these really tricky endgames until I was about 2300. The first time that I started having a lot of endgames in a tournament was when I was going for international norms. I was playing this tournament Linares. There was an open tournament alongside the Super GM event that Gary won all those years, and that was the first time that I had multiple endgames where it's like you get rook f and h versus a rook and 2 pawns versus rook, like rook and a couple of pawns, like rook and 3 versus rook and 2. That was the first time I had many games in a tournament that were ending up in these tricky endgames. So I'm going to take the pawn at e7 here, and I'll just go f5 here. So just in general, like endgames are kind of important, but just the basic ones matter, because unless you're playing like super serious games, you're like master level, you're just not gonna have games getting to endgames. We teach children at the chess center and the 1000 are obsessed with knowing openings but don't know how to actually play chess past move 7. Well, I mean, that's kind of the whole point of what I'm saying, is that like everybody thinks like openings, you know, but if you get to move 10, what do you do after that? You're not going to win a game on move 10, you know, if someone knows what they're doing. And so that's why openings, they are important, but they're not super important the way that everyone has made it out to be these days. What do I want to do here? I think I'll just go bishop f4. I'm going to give up the rook here. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's what it is. Like, people think that, but it's not actually the truth. Like, all you need is a basic opening to avoid losing, like the 4-move checkmate, things of this nature, and then it's everything else matters much more if you're serious about chess. And by serious, I don't actually mean like trying to become a strong amateur player. I just mean that if you want to enjoy the game and you want